Will Andy Reid get this Super Bowl? Patrick Mahomes is doing this amazing thing. Do the 49ers feel like, we're here too, guys? I just wanted to let you know.
I think our guys have been feeding off that all year, to be honest, Trey.
So congratulations. We're helping with the success. So that's what we did. That was the plan, Al, all along.
Yeah, we're excited to be here, obviously. It's been a fantastic year on and off the field for all of our guys. We got a big day tomorrow. Hopefully Bryant Young and John Lynch going to the Hall of Fame. We got Richard Sherman up for the Walter Payton Man of the Year, and then obviously this big game on Sunday. But it's been a lot of fun. It's been a long road. Our guys have worked hard. We're ready to go.
Talking about the fabric of your team, one of the centerpieces of that has been Jimmy Garoppolo, who you mentioned losing last season, so difficult, but giving him the contract as big as you guys did, when you guys did, was the subject of a lot of scrutiny. What was the decision-making process like for you guys, though, that led you to feeling comfortable to do that well ahead of when a lot of other people were?
Well, I think Kyle said this. Like, we watched him on film for a long time. Kyle scouted him as he was coming into the league, and then when he got to us, I mean, he went out and won his first 5 games on the field and looked really, really good. And then when Prague did the contract with John and company, we knew where the number was going to be for future quarterbacks. We feel good about the way Jimmy's performed. If you look at his win-loss record, I mean, a lot goes into Jimmy Garoppolo, but Jimmy Garoppolo he's a leader, he's a winner. And in that locker room, he's beloved. And we're glad to have him. We look forward to playing a game on Sunday. And we've said all year, we've been able to win in multiple different ways. Like, a lot has been said about our running game. But not a lot of people remember the 48-46 game in New Orleans this year. So yeah. Jimmy's had a great year for us, and we look forward to him playing a good game on Sunday.
Niners president Al Guido with us. I think the best way to describe this 49ers team this year is everyone knows their responsibility, everyone knows their role, and they execute it. As someone who has been part of building the team, what do you think has been the most important part of the team construct that has made you have the success so quickly that you've had?
I think it starts at the top. I think the ownership group wanted to get guys in here who set a culture, set a strategy, set a vision for success. And then, look, you got Kyle Shanahan. Our guys call him the wizard on the field. Right? Tremendous play caller, knows exactly what he wants to do on the field, knows the type of players that want to play in his system. And then the same thing with Robert Saleh, right? Brought a system here from his days, whether it's in Seattle or Jacksonville, brought players here. We have a very good mix of veterans and young players on this team. If you look at what Richard Sherman has meant to us, not just on the field, but in that locker room, getting guys ready for this type of moment. So I think it's putting all those pieces together. Good veteran leadership, great young talent. We've obviously drafted really well. We've had a lot of undrafted guys like Raheem Mostert obviously come in, make a big impact. And guys like George Kittle, who's a 5th-round player now, arguably the best tight end. I would argue the best tight end in the NFL. I know there's the guy on the other side that's pretty good this week.
Never heard of him.
Trey, but it starts with the coaching staff. It starts with the ownership group, and then obviously it's a player-driven league, and we feel like we got a lot of talent on that field.
Al Guido with us, our 49ers team president. And by the way, there was a guy sitting there in Sean Payton who really remembers the 48 that was put on him.
He did not want to talk about that
in New Orleans. Take people inside a little bit, because you just mentioned all the talent. Some of it undrafted, some of it middle round, a lot of it first round. Eventually, the meter ticks, and, the paying has to happen. So how do you, starting now, looking forward, so give people kind of a snapshot of how you have to deal with all that, knowing big numbers are going to be coming up with some of these people over the next years?
Yeah, it's not an easy problem. And this league is built on parity, right? It's hard to sometimes keep these teams together. It's what makes everybody look at the New England Patriots over a span of time, right? You look at it in a salary cap era, not really easy to do, Mike. So we're, Prague and John and Adam Peters and Martin Mayhew and all those guys are thinking about that. Now we're trying to get past Sunday, but there's no question, we have a lot of conversations that need to happen. We've got a lot of guys on our defensive side. We got Jimmy locked up. There's no question, Mike. But there's going to be obviously some tough decisions, but we'd love to keep this team together.
Good thing you don't have to mess with Nick for a while.
No, we don't have to mess with that guy for a while.
That 5th-year option looking better and better right now for the team construct.
Messing with him doesn't appear to be a good business model there.
Man, seems to not go well. What a home run.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
Al Guido with us, the Niners president. So, look, if someone was to say to me, hey, the number is 12 in terms of pass attempts on the Super Bowl, would I be comfortable perhaps talking with someone about the idea that maybe there will be more than 12 or less than 12 pass attempts for Jimmy Garoppolo on Sunday?
I don't know if I'm allowed to answer under questions. No,
I don't know if I'm allowed to ask it.
I would say given the other guys on the other side, I would imagine that's the case. But if
Taking the over. We got it.
If it's not, that means we ran for a whole lot of yards.
I was going to
Which is
say,
okay.
you hope it's the under. I mean, you hope it's the under. That means you're running for a ton of yards. But that's a good line about over and under. Well done.
Well, listen, the 49ers are back in the rarefied air where they've been as the standard for for so many years in the 80s and the 90s, and we look forward to a lot of success with the way you guys have built this team, regardless of what happens on Super Bowl Sunday. Al, really
Congrats,
great to see.
man.
Congratulations.
Great
It's been
job,
a remarkable
Mark,
story.
Really is.
And a lot of fun, and we'll see what happens. We all believe it's going to be an awesome matchup, and we can't wait for the game to get here, and I'm sure you have more important things to do, but thanks for stopping by this morning.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content plus live streaming, make sure to subscribe to ESPN Player.